I wanna be like Mike. Y'all remember that? Yeah, I wanna be like Mike on the mic. That's crazy, man. I just did an interview. Bro just did the whole research. He recycled everything. Like he just put everything back in my palm, man. I could just like look at it, man. So I'm definitely humbled to have done this interview, man, and learn about myself through Mike on the mic. You know what I'm saying? At Ground 3, man. So if I could be like Mike, anyone, Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, action.
So no, I was just I'm staying in the Airbnb. I was trying to check in, and so they were having at the Mount Vernon Records right here. They were having a little block party, so I was hanging out with them, and so you guys they started intermingling with the crowd here, and so outside we just what's going on, and it says Demont Pinder on his Instagram. He's showing me what's inside, and I'm like, Demont Piekaso, and so I hung out with you one time about 10 years ago in DC.
Mm-hmm.
It was a group I was working with called Columbia Nights.
Mm-hmm.
This guy named Halen Price, Brother Spanky. I think part of the group is DC native, but they're from
DC native, okay.
Yeah, but I don't remember a lot about it. I just know your name because of that night. And you know, over the years, I've met a lot of people who know you. You know,
Nah, I
so
appreciate
it's like it's just very random. I was just outside. And
That's crazy, man.
It just so happened that
Full circle moment, son. That's
Yeah.
crazy. See, that's what happened when you like you
crazy,
put.
man. That's wild, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's so.
Do you remember
That's
what
so
like,
crazy.
what was we at? Do you remember
We
when
were in Columbia Heights because
Adams Morgan?
they named
Like-
the group after Columbia Heights. It calls.
Oh no. So Columbia Heights. That's like
That's
on
right
14th.
next to
That's on 14th Street. Nah,
Right. Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Right
like
near that stop.
yeah. Like 14 for you is like type.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah.
And it was the first day I met you, and I haven't met you since until right now.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy,
That's-
man.
And that goes right back to what we was talking about. Like you make like a good impression early, and people will literally remember you for a decade. You know what I'm saying? Like that is literal full circle. Like I couldn't script that. I didn't tell him to come here.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? That happened in real time because of the impact you have on people. And I just want to. And this is the perfect moment for me to give you flowers. This is the perfect moment for me to give you flowers because that's literally your life speaking right now through your works. And the seed you planted 10 years ago blossomed right now randomly. You know what I'm saying? So give your flowers, man. I gotta give you flowers.
Thank you, bro. That's amazing right there.
And big
man.
shout out, big homie. I didn't get your name.
My name is Jonathan. Musician. I call me Diggs Duke.
He used to call you
Diggs Duke.
Diggs Duke. Big shout out, Jonathan Diggs Duke.
Yeah, definitely big
shout out,
out.
shout out here in the building with us, man. And so, I mean, I want to keep going in that same line because, you know, I think your first tour was with like New Edition, Brian McKnight, Gerald Levert. That's insane. Like that lineup is crazy. You had like a 10-minute set or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But like to go from a 10-minute set with legends to becoming legends yourselves and then having the hugest, massive stages, and now you headline, and you know, like what a progression, what a timeline to get to there. And I think that just is again a testament to like the impact you have on people, whether it's in person, personally talking, or showing them your art, right? And I think, you know, that brings me to like a really important moment for you because I think in 2005 you met D.L. Hughley. And
The first.
Man, and like, man, I wanna talk about that because I think you gifted him a T-shirt, like you presented him a T-shirt, and he actually paid you for your work.
First one.
Like, and if I'm not mistaken, that was on Main Street. That was Main Street in Laurel. I think it was the Jokes on Us Comedy Club, I think. And man, like that was one of the first times that you were like, wow, like he. And I think you connected with him again throughout the years.
I actually
and,
saw him like a year and a half ago at Alicia Keys' performance.
You know what I'm saying? And all of that, like that early moment really set the tone for every time you seen him, because then it was like, yo, man, like fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really did impart, I think he gave like $100 or something like that.
$100 for a shirt
you know?
I did for him.
And that's like, you know, it's so insane to have somebody at that level. He just got a nationally syndicated show, everywhere, national tours, doing big, huge clubs, and then for him to just see your work and like, no, I'm gonna pay you for this. You know, it's moments like that matter. You know,
Man, to this day.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about like the impact that made on you that night.
Well, it was if I remember, I think it was my dear friend Jeannie Jones. She used to be a host on the radio as well out here, radio personality, beautiful person. She invited me to that, and I think I did a shirt for DL.
Yeah.
So I came in there and I presented to him, and I never forget. He's like, "Oh man, this is beautiful, brother." You know what I mean, or whatever words he used at the time, and he's like, "Hold up, I want to definitely, say, hey, here you go, man."
Yeah.
And he gave me 100, and back then, getting 100 from somebody that I'm like looking up to, whatever.
05.
05, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like, it was just a gesture, If I got paid for everything that I did thus far, from every gift that I gave out, and I got paid to whatever, I'll probably be a billionaire right now.
No, probably double.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so just getting that and that gesture really showed me that he really appreciated. And and that's what really meant the most to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't really the dollar amount, which I was super grateful for, but
Sure.
it was just the act.
Yeah.
Him paying me for my service and everything. So shout out to DL. When I saw him, I forgot how long. It was like a year and a half ago. I was at a label party and Alicia Keys was performing in Manhattan. When I saw him, I had I think I had a shirt or a jacket on. He's like, "Oh man, that's really dope, man. It's something." I see. I'm trying to be like you because he had like a fly jacket on too, though.
He always be,
And I shared that story with him too. He didn't remember.
Yeah.
But he appreciated it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's being
yeah.
honest. I don't remember that, but I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real
So,
talk.
Shout out
It
to
follows
DL.
you.
Yeah. I gave a lot of shout outs in this interview, man, so far, man.
No, my editing job is going to be very difficult after this.
Okay,
That's what I'll
alright,
tell you. But no, for sure. And 2005 was a pretty influential year because, like you mentioned, the Love Experience cover art, which I think when people think of Raheem DeVaughn, they think of the Love Experience. They think of that cover, because like that was the moment that like they really fell in love with his music.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended, love with his music. I'm not a rapper. I swear to God, I'm not a rapper. But you knew him for like at this point like over 30 years now. It's like
that's my brother right
that's
there.
like a bond that they couldn't separate y'all from the hip if they tried to.
That's my big brother right there, man. He that's my big brother. And just like family, man. We have our little clashes. We haven't had, you know what I mean?
Of
but
course. As brothers do.
As brothers do, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But definitely there's a lot of lessons learned inside of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you can't talk about a Demont Pinder career without bringing up his name. Very instrumental in the beginning of my career. Who's to say if I didn't go on tour with him where I'll be at? Knowing me, I'd have been doing something because that's just in my nature. I just don't know what I've been doing. You know what I mean? But I could never take back or discredit the platform that he definitely provided for me. For me to jump out there. So that's my brother for life right there, man. One of the most. I wouldn't even say underrated because he get his flowers, whatever, but
I wish he was rated more.
Yeah, I wish he was rated more. I just say that. I be seeing like they be like, yo, the best R&B list, and I be seeing a lot of people in there who I love and respect to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I just don't see his name a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
hopefully, he definitely get his just due, more of his just due. He just got a Grammy from the Bros.
Well deserved.
Collaboration with the Bros, J. Ivy out of Chicago.
Way well deserved.
So
You should have
yeah,
more.
that's that right there, man. But yeah.
Oh,
so,
shout out to Tracy. Shout out to Daniel Hastings, right?
Oh yeah.
For the cover, right?
Yeah, for the cover. So Rosalind did the braids.
Yeah, and big shout out to Rosalind too.
Yeah. You got Brio who did the styling. Got Juke, Cliff. There's just so many people, man. That was instrumental in that project. But yeah, Danny Hastings. So I'll tell you about that right there. Incredible brother. He did a lot of stuff in the industry that to this day.
Facts.
For instance, I Am Nas.
Yes, sir.
Into the 36 Chambers. You
Man.
know, only built for Cuban links. And if you look at those letters, right? So his style is those letters, like it's literally like 2 or 3 different fonts and the same font in one. That's his style. So when you see like the D, it's literally like 3 different D's and whatever.
Yeah.
So when we was working on the project, and pardon whoever I didn't name, I'm trying to get everybody's name and everything, but Baby Sam's definitely, I just saw her not too long ago. But when when I was called to do the album cover, which I still had that piece too. I still got the original artwork for the album cover.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, that is priceless.
I did the Guess Who Loves You More artwork. That was a painting that they took a picture of. So the actual CD for Love Experience, the actual CD is a hand. I forgot what the hand is doing. It might got a music note or something.
Sure.
That was from a T-shirt that I wore before. That they took a picture of the T-shirt and took that design and put it on the CD.
Yeah,
and I'm on the back of the CD too. He imposed me like I'm painting on the girl back. But when I went to the job office to work with him, Danny Hastings, right? This is a master of what he do. So we in the office. This is late night job records where everybody left, whatever. We in the office about to create. He said, yo, let's go to the store real quick. We went to the store and we got some Sapporo Japanese beer. My first time.
I love Sapporo. That's crazy.
First time ever having it. Like
the
I
hard
felt the hard can.
You can't squeeze
I never
it.
forget. I think it's like a 4-pack or something.
Yeah.
So we got the joint. We walk back to the office, and it's another young lady. She's on her computer and she's working on something, right? So we all chilling, just us. It's like, hey guys, this new artist, he want graffiti on his album cover or single, whatever. How do it look? We looked over. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. The world knows him today as Chris Brown.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if you got a question
That's
about
cool.
me and Chris Brown later on, whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah,
it might have Wale to do with it too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. So I'll leave that for that. But yeah, so right for Chris Brown, I think his first single was or something.
Yeah.
It was graffiti and it was him. We was the same time Love Experience being worked on. That was being worked on right there.
Yeah.
And we actually like, yo, we gave it the approval. I mean, she was gonna do what she was gonna do anyway, but
of course,
she asked though. We was the first ones to see it. We in the office.
Yeah. Which is
That's
crazy.
I never thought about that.
Crazy.
We was the first ones to see that.
Like,
yeah.
what if you said it was trash?
Yeah.
We probably would have never seen that cover. It would probably been something completely different. If it was like,
That's whack, man. That's whack, man.
That's your ass, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. I remember that, man. Like
That's
it was
incredible.
yesterday. Again, Danny, man, incredible, artist, man, visionary. He did a lot of stuff for Wu-Tang this year, too. I think when they had in Vegas or something, or somewhere where he did the background. And he's also working with Old Dirty Bastard's son, Young Dirty Bastard, on a lot of stuff, too.
Man, he reminds me exactly of
Same
his
person.
He's the same guy.
Same person.
Like,
I performed with them at the DC Anthem.
Yeah.
And looking at him like, damn, I can only imagine how his father was.
Bro. Legendary.
I got that painting too. I
want to go to 2008 a bit because, like you mentioned before, briefly, like, you guys are crazy on tour right now. Like, even Ellen DeGeneres show, Jay Leno, like, man, I think he even later on did Arsenio. I don't think you weren't there for Arsenio.
I was there. I was there to perform, but I was backstage working on Arsenio painting.
Right.
Put it up like it was in the background. I think Tyrese was there, and Keisha, whatever. But it was like it was actually in the background, so they really put it up. And he gave me a jewel too. Arsenio Hall. He was like, "Yo, Demont, a guy once told me, he said a guy once shared this with me, Quincy Jones. He said in the word show business, the word business is bigger than the word show. You have a talent. Don't ever forget that."
Ooh.
And he pointed me with that long finger. You know, he always did that. I was sitting all fingers.
Oh man,
beautiful. Shout out to Arsenio, man, because my favorite movie is Come to America.
I knew that.
I didn't get a chance to even express that to him at that moment in time. It was so fast, but I'm always humble to be in the presence of our living icon. You know what I mean? I don't take that for granted, bro. Like never. But yeah, he showed me a lot of love, man, and gave me that jewel that he got from Quincy Jones.
Yeah, I'm taking that now. Arsenio gave it to you, and you just gave it to me.
So Quincy gave it to Arsenio.
Quincy gave it to Arsenio, and Arsenio gave it to you.
It's almost like that Rosa.
I just got it
Rosa
from Quincy,
sat so we could walk.
Yeah, right. Real talk. But no, that's incredible. It's funny. We actually shared it. Coming to America, my favorite movie too. You can ask Corey. Like that is important though, because that I think leads up to like tour's crazy, impact is crazy. You're meeting people. And then I think the legend of Demont Pinder reached like real huge status in DC, which then led to like Howard Theater, like you being the resident artist there, and you doing the reopening show. I think Wale performed the reopening night, and man, like, wait, what was your first painting in the building, Chuck Brown.
Man, what are you, a encyclopedia, man? Like, what's going on here, man? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was, man. You ain't say not one lie yet. You know what I mean? Like, you reminded me on some stuff. My dear friend Mika, she was I forgot her actual position at Howard back then, but she was definitely high up there. She was very well respected too. I came to her one time. Excuse me. I came to her one time, and I was like, just fast forward, like, yo, I gotta, I want, like, these walls are blank. I wonder if I can put something on it. She's like, oh, yeah. Oh, matter of fact, so before I even did that, I performed with Wale for his first show to open up. And what I did was I painted Wale and Chuck Brown on the painting.
Yeah.
Because Chuck Brown was the last person that performed it 30 years ago. I think it was 30. Yeah, when it was closed. He closed it. He was the last person. Wale was the first.
Yeah.
So I actually painted Wale and him on the same canvas.
That's so dope.
But the reason how that performance came about was I was across the street at Flavor. It was a dope restaurant, cafe. I like, you know what I mean? Like, just good food. Yeah. Shout out to my favorite Flavor family over there. But I was at the bar chilling. My man Drew, who's a guitarist. You know, I'm from Raheem, other places too, and Maya. We sitting there talking, right?
Facts.
And I knew that they was performing tonight. I'm like, yo, man, you can see if I can rock on stage with y'all tonight. He's like, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna definitely ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so he literally went over there and asked to Wes, Wale, and the powers that be, man. Long story short, he came like, yo, good. Like, oh man. So I performed Wale. You know, shout out to that good brother right there, man. Credible lyricist, you know.
Insane.
One, you know, definitely a legend from the area and just worldwide period though. You know what I mean? With the hip hop joint. Every time we see each other, it's nothing but love, you know. I actually got invited to one of his studio sessions not long ago. I was in New York. I was going to New York, and his cousin Vic, like, yo, bro, I seen your Instagram. You coming to New York? Like, yeah, he said, yo, pull up to the studio. We working. Like, I bet. So we actually went there, man. Rolled out the red carpet for me, you know what I mean? Cracked the bottle for me and my wife and everything. Like, it was just me, him, like 2 other creatives, and Wale, and like it was like 5 people, 6 people, whatever. But we in there listening to like new stuff he working on. Like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you know how music is, man. That's why he might never come out because he got so much other stuff that he working on.
The vault is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it so definitely I appreciate his gift and everying. And you know, open up that stage for me, you know, for me to rock with them. So that's how that went. Me being the first person to perform at the Howard Theater courtesy of Wale stage. And then fast forward from that, I was talking to Mika and I was like, yo, what's up with these walls right here? They all blank. I would love to do something on it. She said, oh, you know what? Let me make that happen, or let me reach out. So she reached out to Chip Ellis and his group, his family, the Ellis group, they was in charge of the construction of the building, like the renovation. Yeah. And then the Ben Susan's Sion in New York, who was running at the time BB King's, they was doing the business side, whatever. So it was the 2 people that she had to talk to. So long story short, they were like, yeah, you can rock out through that first wall right there. So I did the first wall, and the first picture was Chuck Brown. It was, matter of fact, I know the date. It was 4/18/13.
I have it right here, actually.
4/18/13, right? Yeah. 4/18/13. Then I did Shaka Khan, I did Lil Benny, and then later on I put Polo. These are all, you know, legends. Polo's a DC legend too. But then when I finished that wall, I kind of bled around the corner. And I just kept going. I kept going, and then the first rapper I put on there, and I'm surprised.
Fabulous?
It was Fabulous. You got it right.
I know.
Got it right.
I know.
Nice with it. Mike is nice with it. So Fabulous, man. Yo, now that you hearing this right now, bro, you know, you supposed to put that in a rhyme. That's bragging rights. I know everybody brag about.
That's facts, though.
like super facts. Like everybody rhyme about everything else, like the newest fan or whatever. Yo, you was the first rapper on the Howard Theater wall, bro. And I painted you next to like a Mona Lisa or something. It's a piece of fabric. So I got a picture somewhere. So Fab, yeah, man. Howard Theater, you on the wall, bro. And I, and shout out to everybody else that's on the wall too. There's a lot of people that's missing. I ain't even get a chance to put there yet, especially from home. Especially from home. It's a lot of like legends from home that I highly respect and love and everything. And they not on the wall yet, only because I just be moving. And if somebody in town, I might go do that faster. Because in my mind, I feel like I gotta catch them right here.
Right.
So, but that don't mean if I put Jeezy on the wall.
Right.
Who I just did recently, that Jeezy, I respect Jeezy more than I respect a Frank Sirius, you know what I mean? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
real talk.
These are my family and my brothers, you know what I mean? So, and they definitely deserve that spot. So, I definitely got to carve out some time and really catch up with a lot of local legends, man, who I love and respect.
No, 100%.
But yeah. So I just bled down the hallways and then started going to the ceilings. I went up the staircase. It just got crazy,
You're not
man.
lying. You're not kidding.
It's my most historic canvas to date, man. Yeah. It's kind of unreal when I walk in there. I get the same feeling every single time. Like, shoot, this is really all me. Like, it's all my blood, sweat, and tears. Like, I expect hours in this building. It's a Floyd Mayweather picture in there.
It's next to Canelo, right?
Yup, right next to Canelo. Yup. yeah, right there. I was Demont Piekaso, and it was back to back. I'll never forget. So Floyd Mayweather and Willie D, both back to back. When I was telling both of them to give me a drop. These are different days. They ain't see each other nothing. I was like, yo, can you give me a drop? Yeah, what name? Like, yeah, Demont Piekaso. Floyd was like, oh, nah, man. Nah, he was mad. He was like, nah, man. He literally walked out the building. Like saying, nah, he's like, man, you too dope, man. You supposed to have your own name, man. I'm like, nah, but I spelled it. He's like, nah, man, I want to hear that. So I missed the drop. I missed the drop from Floyd.
Yeah.
From telling him, give me a shout out to Demont Piekaso, which is tatted on my arm.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, I missed the drop, man. Damn. And I seen Floyd a couple of times after that. Took some dope pictures, whatever. It was real short though.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Floyd picture took me like 8 hours. I couldn't get it right for whatever reason. I couldn't get it right, but I finally got it right, whatever. But then the next day too, Ghetto Boys was performing. I got a dope. Actually, if you look online, shout out to Rip the Screen, my brother. He put a dope small documentary about that performance, and his Bushwick Bill on there, give me a shout out. Scarface, Willie D, like iconic. We talking about the Ghetto Boys.
Yo, what up? Live at the Howard Theater. Just got finished getting on stage with some living legends, man. It's an honor, it's a pleasure to be right here with my brother. He just cursed me out. Floyd Mayweather cursed me out last night too. You know what I mean? It's a reason why I use the name I use, but my man right here, I have to tell you what it is.
What it is that he was going by Demont Piekaso. I told him, man, fuck that Picasso. I already claimed that shit. Be original, be number one. You know, his motherfucking talents and his art speak for itself. So all he got to do is keep pushing it out there, and motherfuckers gonna jump on board, and he gonna be the first motherfucking Demont Pinder. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, being number one, being original. And I think he on his way, man, because like I said, the talent speaks for itself. We just got through destroying Howard Theater right here in D.C. D.C. always bring the love, so we always bring the energy, and they bring the energy and give it right back, man. So, hey, it was a wonderful time. If you missed it, just fuck with us next time, man. We ain't gonna be mad at you. That's what it is. GB for life. Willie D in the house, baby.
Yeah, Demont.
They're also in the Howard Theater. You got
inside the Howard Theater, yup. So that performance is from the Howard Theater. So Willie D the next day, we in the dressing room, and I'm telling him, I'm not telling him. I'm asking him, can you give me a shout out, whatever.
Sure.
And he's like, yeah. What you want me to say? I'm like, yeah, anything about Demont Piekaso. Ah, man, come on, man. I said, come on, man, you too dope for that. So from that day, is when I changed from Demont Piekaso on Instagram to Demont Pinder. That was a changeover. I always had Demont Piekaso. So what I do now is when I send my name into different, like, whatever, I put Demont parentheses Piekaso Pinder.
Yeah.
Kind of like, so people know it's like the same thing. But that Howard Theater, man, that's an iconic stage. I think it was born 1910. Or something like that, 30, 40 years before the Apollo.
Yeah.
And I performed at the Apollo 3 times. Shameless plug with 3 icons.
I was there twice.
Okay.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I performed with Raheem, Arabian Rakim.
Fire.
Reunion show.
Banger.
DMX.
We just gonna get there. But no, thank you for saying it though. Thank you for saying it. Make my job a little bit easier. But I think you're reading my notes. But no, for sure. That's actually incredible because, you know, all of these places you've been, all of these faces you've painted, and the people you've been able to meet is like you said, your resume is unmatched. Like, I really agree. I would be able to say it for you without, like, being boastful. Because, like, if you say it for yourself, it kind of feels a certain way. But I understand. Because, like, if you put the work in, I'm going to talk about my work. It's not me bragging to you to say that, like, I legitimately stayed up countless nights to do what I love and to meet these people and to be in the rooms that I'm in. Because, you know, we all know your gift is going to make room for you. Mm-hmm. You know, the more you cultivate your gift, the more room that gift is going to provide for you. And you've made so much room in your gift. So I want to brag for you to tell you that your resume is unmatched and insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, even up to 2013 now, right? Mm-hmm. I want to talk about, you did a piece for Kanye. You had 3 generations on the piece. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And shout out Tony Williams too, because that's an unsung hero. That's an unsung hero in this story.
Raheem Cousin.
Raheem Cousin, who also he sung for Kanye, and wait. So he sang for Raheem, who was also his cousin, but also he's Kanye's cousin too, right?
Yeah.
So like,
this is like, it's just.
Like the 4 degrees of separation, the 3 degrees of separation, it became like 2 when you became into the picture. Like, it became 2 degrees of separation as soon as you walked in, and that's insane to like give Kanye, and who's in the middle of the Yeezus tour, by the way. This is like, I am a god Kanye, and you gave him like a 3 generational painting. You know, his lady, his daughter, his mother,
his mom,
you
and
know?
in the corner, at the corner of the picture, it's him. It's a picture of him hugging his mom, right? It's like a silhouette. He's hugging his mom.
Please, I will let you tell it. Yeah.
All right, so I can tell it. All right, cool. So it's a picture.
I've said enough.
it's a picture of him hugging his mom right in the corner of the picture of the painting. So while Kanye's looking at it, it's a guy beside me saying, "Yeah, I took that picture." So I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Hold on, wait, huh?" It was Kanye's father saying, "Yeah, I took that." So the original picture that I got it from, he took the picture of Kanye and his mother hugging. Like,
he's right there.
Right there.
Like,
pops.
You can't write that. Like that. That's you know, that's life that is reflecting art. That's reflecting life. Like, it's so many incredible moments you've had, you know, and to do things like that. Even, I think, you know, this is the reason why I do a lot of research, and the reason why, like, I come prepared whenever I'm talking about somebody's life, because, like, you really do need to put the extra effort in for somebody to realize, like, wow, I did do that. Oh, wow, this does mean something to me. You know, because a lot of times we get caught up in, like, what's happening right now. We think about the future. We think about 5 years from now, like, what legacy we can build up to now. And we seldom do the small moment of think back 5, 10 years ago, 15 years ago of, like, bro, that individual 15 seconds, that individual 2 hours I spent was special. That changed me. That impacted me. You know, and that's the whole reason why I do what I do. So I thought it was very important that I think you made the decision to put his mother, his lady, and his daughter in this, because that was like your own, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure that you understand that I really care about the journey that took you here, right? And same to you. You know, I really care about the journey that got you here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm blown away.
Man, and so I want to keep going. I want to keep going. Do we go to 2015 a bit? I mean, I'm kind of skipping because there's so many things, and I don't.
That's cool.
But 2015, like, you're great friends with Omari Hardwick. I want to talk about, you know, he introduced you to 50, and you did a painting of him and his grandmother, and Omari put a poem on that painting, which was sort of, you know, this is now, you know, bringing me to Omari Piekaso, right? Like, because this collaboration of, like, his words and your art is, like, so dynamic. But I think, you know, like you said at the top of the interview, like, 50 was like a couple blocks away from you, and y'all have all of these connections, mutual friends, family, and, you know, never ended up crossing paths. But, like, there are so many connections that could have ended up putting y'all in the same room so long ago, right? Like, talk to me about meeting 50 finally, and, you know, even that connection that leads to stars, right? Shout out Layla too, by the way.
Shout out to Layla, yeah. So so, you know, definitely like meeting 50, man. I met him in the trailer. I forgot what season was it.
The season 2, I think.
It was season 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Amari told me to meet him at a certain location in Manhattan. I think it was like the Cobblestone Road or something where we was at. I forgot what district it was, whatever. But now I had the painting for him, and we walked inside the trailer, and 50 was in there. He was brushing his waves. You know what I'm saying? So I actually got a video.
That's so 50, right?
That's 50 right there. I got a video. I got a video of him giving me a shout out from that same room, saying this is my favorite piece of art right now. He said, and it's priceless. He said, unfortunately, you won't be able to get your hands on it, and it's priceless. You won't be able to get your hands onto it until I'm gone. Or something. He said, you know what I'm saying? So it was dope. But yeah, Omari, as he do, man, he definitely penned a dope poem on it for the Omari Piekaso collaboration, man. We got a ton under our belt too. Even like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm gonna get to there. I'm gonna get. That's my next point. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Yeah. You with that. So
Oh man.
I met Omari back in New Orleans for a jazz festival at an after party. We had just got finished performing that day, Raheem.
Yeah.
So we always in a party, dope party, man. I was just there. I think I had my photo album or something. And Kevin, who was Raheem's security, he introduced me to Omari, and then we got each other number and everything. And one day Omari actually reached out like, "Yo, I want to commission you to do this piece." You know what I'm saying? And then it just kind of went from there, and we here with it. That's definitely a dear brother, man. Talented. Musician, poet, actor, ghost.
You
know what I'm saying?
Like, on top of all that, ghost, too.
So my bro Dub. Funny quick story. I went to go drop something off to Omari's place in Queens, Long Island City. So he met us downstairs. So when he pulled, when I got out the car, I gave him a dap hug and everything, right?
Yeah.
So Omari was looking in the car, or whatever, but he eventually gave dap to my bro Dub, right? And the running joke was like after he said, "Yo, Mari, like, he must think this power. He was sizing me up in the car like this, like a drug dealer or something. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody watching him, so it was like it was in character, or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
And they close right now too. Omari definitely gave him a point as well
That's
in,
so dope.
in the acting field, because Dub doing his thing, and then Dub just lost his mom the other day.
Rest in
man.
peace,
so shout out to her, man. Yeah, so he definitely experiencing that. It's brand new, this week for him.
Yeah,
so I definitely want to send love and light that way.
Bless for sure.
Family,
Condolences.
Man. Yeah, but Amari, man, beautiful family, man. Got the beautiful kids, beautiful wife, man. They all accept me. I'm Uncle Picasso to them.
Yeah.
My sis, you know what I mean, Jay, you know what I mean. So. Yeah, man. That's the Omari Piekaso, man.
So in the light of Omari Piekaso, like, is it true that Omari Hardwick delivered your painting for Muhammad Ali's funeral?
It's very true. He took the painting. He delivered. What about the Nipsey? Like, that's something different.
I mean, if you can speak on it now, we can.
Okay, so he delivered. He delivered a Nipsey picture. I'm gonna fast forward that real quick. He delivered a Nipsey picture to the Marathon store.
Wait, get out the way now.
I got a dope picture of Omari right in front of I'm gonna get to that because there's a story attached to that story. So let me backtrack.
I told you we're gonna be here for 3 days. We might have to break this into 3 parts, but it's fine because I got nothing but time. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
So I did a picture of Muhammad Ali, right?
Yeah.
I did one when he was alive. It was a young Muhammad Ali with the butterfly and the bee on the joint.
Yeah.
So Omari penned a poem on that joint and he gave it to him. He went to his home to watch the season premiere of Power. I forgot which season it was, but it's a picture of them with the painting and everything. Muhammad Ali. May, his firstborn.
Yeah.
That's my sis, right? That's my big sis right there. Beautiful sister right there.
Yeah.
Came to my art show that I did a collaboration with my brother Rob Hill in L.A. So it's stories on top of stories on top of stories on top of stories.
Yeah.
But to go back to that, Yeah, he delivered that to the family. It's a dope picture of him holding the painting up with a family member inside Louisville. Back in the days, I used to think it was Louisville, but it's Louisville.
No, they will correct you.
Yeah, Louisville, like
they will, like how people say, like, it's not Baltimore.
Yeah,
it's Baltimore. Like, they will hit you over the head. Do not do that. I'm telling you, I learned the hard way.
Yeah, so he delivered that, right? So that's the whole Ali joint. So when we talk about like delivering pieces to like funerals and everything like that, I was on tour with my cousin Eric, my cousin Rakim on the Eric B and Rakim tour.
Yep.
Yeah, I was on tour with my cousin Rakim on the Eric B and Rakim tour. Cuzzo, what up, Cuzzo? So look, we was in Chicago, right? Staying at the house right there by the House of Blues, whatever. So at the time, Nipsey funeral was going on, I believe, the next day. No, the day after. Because I knew that was going to happen. So I hit, yo, you going to the joint? Like, yeah. I'm going to send a piece. Can you get it? So, yeah, absolutely. So I'm doing a picture after the show. I'm inside Rakim. So if you've been around Rakim, the God MC, right? You've been around him after a show. The ritual is everybody all go to his room. He always had like a suite or whatever. Literally everybody, like it's all family in front. Like he don't go out. Yeah, he has his party there. Like he the DJ. He put out his laptop, play good music. Everybody just chilling. You know what I mean? Big Cuzzo, his big brother Steve. You know the son, whatever. Whoever's there on the tour, whatever. We just be chilling. So we was there this particular time. I think a game was on the TV too, so we probably was watching that, whatever. But I literally was inside the suite doing a Nipsey piece, and I finished it like in the wee hours of the night, whatever morning, whatever. So the next morning, they getting on the tour bus to go to the next city. I'ma fly out. Yeah. But I had the picture. It was done. I had Cuzzo sign the joint. He knew where it was going, so the joint is crazy. So he actually got Rakim's signature on that painting. Yeah. So he signed the joint. I'm trying to think if I got Eric B to do. Did I see Eric? Big Bro might have been on it too. Pardon me if he's not on it. I really can't remember, but I definitely seen Cuzzo because we was in the elevator together, whatever. Yeah. So they leave, go get on a tour bus, and go travel to the next state. Yeah. I'm still there in Chicago, which I got a flight the day after that. Cause I stayed an extra day, whatever. Right. And I'm sure they probably was going like further out where it was travel time, like a day or two, whatever. So anyway, I ended up FedExing the painting straight to LA. So I sent it to the hotel. Omari picked it up. Now he grabs the painting and he's in the car in transit to the Marathon store. He went. Hold on. I think he got it. He didn't bring it to the funeral, but he brought it to the Marathon store after the funeral, whatever. So I never forget. He was in the car. He sent me a picture. He was actually writing a poem on the actual painting. So I got a picture of Omari kneeling down in front of the Nipsey picture at the Marathon store. So that's how that joint went about. And then people don't know. Yeah. I introduced him to Eric B and Rakim in Denver.
Which is crazy.
So I got a video of that. I introduced them, right? Everybody had a great time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the story from that is the painting that I did of Nipsey that night on stage. Yeah. That's the one Omari bought from me, right? That he has in his home now. So what Omari did was he took a picture of that. He went to go get a tattoo and he showed me pictures and everything. The person couldn't catch it, right? So Omari actually it's covered up now though, but he actually has that painting covered, tattoo on the back of his leg. But he got it covered up because it didn't translate well in a tattoo form because of the way I do my colors and stuff. Yeah. So that Nipsey didn't translate well as a tattoo. Wow. But had it translated well, Omari would have had it to this day. Yeah. He still got it. It's under that.
But he would have had it, without being covered. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's man, that's actually insane. Okay, so I'm tracking through the timeline now because we're only in 2016. But because I do want to talk about Eric B. and Rakim. You went on tour with him, and you know, I know that journey was insane, but like I know being at like the Barclays was like special. Like that was like it had to be like a different level experience, right? And they're gonna come back a little bit throughout this what I'm about to say, but I had to bring them up because you know, you talk about like being on tour with legends. You talk about like you know, delivering paintings to people's families and to artists who are like on a different level. We regard them as like icons at this point, right? You know, but every story has its up and downs. You know, I think we've done a lot of you know the discussion about how great things could be, but also like you know things can get kind of you know trying sometimes. You know, for every artist, for everyone who is even not even an artist. You know, for everybody, it's life is life, right? And you know, I just want to talk about you know some of the things you've gone through. Like you know, your father had some issues with the criminal justice system. You know, although that didn't really affect you in your upbringing, but that was still looming in your life. Your stepbrother passed away, biological brother passed away, like Tyrone Tony, and you know your family evicted. You mentioned they were evicted numerous times. Like stepdad passed away September 2017. You know, like who was in the household that raised you, mind you. Like he was like very instrumental in your upbringing. You know what I'm saying? And even your mother passing away, like, which I think you represent by a butterfly. I think when we was at the spot, the foundation spot, like, there was a butterfly of the mom of the person who, you know, does the foundation. But, like, that's like a connection to your mom, too. It's like that butterfly represents your mom.
Butterfly.
You know, and, you know, so, like, in addition to so many things, like, so many things that happen in your life, like, you know, I think you say you're humbled a lot. I think you say to, like, you know, you're real chill dude. You are 100%, but I think that's because of your life experience. I don't think it's just something cool to say, right? Like I think it's you know the way you're able to go into these penitentiaries, these you know detention centers, these jails, talk, and even in schools. Like the way you're able to empathize is because of that lived experience. It's not because of something you've seen. It's something you heard, right? Like it was all of these things that made you be the guy you needed to be in order to make these incredible masterpieces. Because I think it's a lot of the pain you call to make it feel right on stage. When people see your art, when people see that you know that live art, it's like that touches them in a like it brings a memory back to them, like you know a very visceral feeling. But that had to come through pain, you know. And I just think that's so important to tell for your story. It's like it's not just the glitz and glam. It's like there's a real lived experience that you had to go through in order to be able to create the art that you create, even up till today, right? You know, and I say that to say that you can also connect in places where people have lost loved ones, right? Like I remember being at your birthday party, you know, and Philando Castile's mom, like Valerie Castile, you know, like she was there and she spoke to how close you both are. And it was like, and I actually want to talk to her because I mentioned Eric B. and Rakim. I think you actually got connected to her while you were in Minnesota.
Absolutely.
And I think the story goes like you met her over the phone through her cousin who followed you on Facebook. Brother who followed you on Facebook.
Shout out to Stacy. He passed away. Like
rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And that same day, you were able to bring her on stage.
Same day.
Like, and I think
she
it's
drove
like
me to the show.
Like, and that's like that doesn't happen for somebody who's doing this shit for fake. Like, she had to know that you was real. You know what I'm saying? And a mom who just lost
her son in front of the
world. Yeah. She knows real and fake now. You know what I'm saying? News people hitting her up. Like, it's so many people in her atmosphere that wasn't there yesterday. And you're here and she can tell for a fact that you're real. You know, I want you to talk to me about, you know, just making these connections through families from these lived experiences where your art is able to bridge the gap and really give a singular moment, if possible, of a smile to their lives through this moment of tragedy. Can you talk to us about that at all?
Yeah, so if you want to talk about Valerie Castile, who I call my Minnesota mom.
Yeah.
A huge supporter of myself, you know, and others, and her son. You know, she's definitely carrying the legacy of her son, who they actually able to like feed the less fortunate kids like throughout the state, and they about to make that like a worldwide thing or something like that. She sent me an article the other day.
It's
So
crazy.
definitely shout out to her because she's just she's just a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, we met through her brother Stacy who passed away. I had reached out like, hey Stacy, I'm in. I said when he first hit me up, he was like, thank you for doing a picture of my nephew.
Man, Stacey Castile, yeah.
And I was like, hold up. I said, oh shoot, that's really your real nephew. The last thing he said, yeah, that's my real nephew. His mom is my sister. So I kept it in mind when I was in tour in Minnesota with Eric and Rob. And Yo-Yo. I'm sure you got that over there somewhere with that another beautiful person.
We can't be here for 5 hours,
That's my girl right there, one of the realest, man. Like she'll light this room up, man. She that's my girl right there, man. So being in Minnesota, like I was staying in a hotel, right? I said, oh shoot, I'm in Minnesota. I inboxed him, hey, I'm in Minnesota. I would love to do a picture for your sister, X, Y, and Z. Fast forward, he put us in contact. I spoke to her. She pulled up. I had the picture done. I brought it down in the lobby. We was talking for like 2 hours. Fast forward, it was gloomy outside. When I walk her to her car, the sun cracked through the clouds. She said, there go my son right there. Let me know that everything is all right now.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's her words, not mine.
Yeah.
I could call her right now. 12:28. I could call her right now. If she's woke, she would answer the phone. What's up, son? And,
That's so dumb.
let me just see if I can just hear her voice real quick, man. I ain't speak to her on the phone in probably like I don't know how long.
That's real though.
Let's just see. Let's just see. She might be asleep though. Might be asleep. But I promise she'll call me first thing in the morning.
Hey, Stunner.
Oh, you wide awake. So look, hey Ma, I got you on an interview right now, right? I got you on an interview right now. I got you on speaker. I just want to hear your voice. I was talking about you. They brought you up in the interview. And I just want you to say what's up to the world and tell them who your beautiful son is and what you got going on and his legacy.
Oh, damn. I ain't got shit going on right now. I got what do you call that? A presentation with the American Public Health Association.
Yeah, but you sent me something too about the like they gonna try to make it like a worldwide act for the lunch, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We would love to have that.
Yeah, so we gotta push for that. I ain't mean put you on the spot, but I'm literally doing an interview, and I said, matter of fact, let me call my mom right now, just to hear her voice. But I definitely seen you everything later on, but I definitely want to hear your voice and bring this full circle while I'm doing this interview and telling these stories about how we met. And you drove me to the show. What show? Do you remember what show you drove me to in Minnesota?
Well, the only show we did was the one with Rakim
Okay.
and what's her name? Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo.
Okay. All right.
Rakim and Yo-Yo.
And-
Yeah, absolutely.
And who we gotta get a shout out to? Big bro. Who we gotta get a shout out to? How we connect? How we meet each other?
Mike.
No. Family.
No, my brother Stacy, actually.
Yeah. That's exactly who it was. Okay. So as I'm telling this story, I just want the listeners to know that everything I say is 100% true. And then also Mike on the mic, he already have his facts and everything, so he's already spitting it back to me. But you getting on here and you saying it just makes it that much way more better. So I definitely appreciate it. I love you. I'm gonna call you soon. I didn't mean to disturb you, but I just want to hear your voice real quick.
Oh, absolutely. Now, when is this interview happening?
I want to make sure I get that to you. He got edited up. We've been talking for a couple of hours, and we probably got like 2 more hours to go. If you want to say if you want to say anything, you definitely can. I did share with him that you a big supporter of mine. Like I never forget when I was at Art Basel, you was my biggest supporter to do that. So I'm always appreciative.
Oh,
of
yeah.
it.
I came all the way to Florida to, just be at the side and support you as a mother to a son.
Yeah. Nah, I always appreciate that.
Oh, and I'm just loving everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? All the creations and murals of love and just unity of a black community is just wonderful to see and to know that you're a part of that greatness, and that will live on forever, and that's the purpose of me doing the things that I do, is to make sure that there is something that can carry on for a lifetime and will withstand the test of times.
Oh man!
And that art is a major component. You're going to see that all the time. Long as the buildings are still standing and the concrete is laid where you put your paintbrush, that's going to be there forever. And that's what a legacy is all about. Your legacy is measured by the amount of people you impact. Always remember that. Your legacy is determined by the number of people that you affect in your lifetime.
Wow. And then to take it off of me and put it right back on to King Philando, just imagine how many people right now that he's impacted and affected, especially through you. You know what I mean? So I definitely commend you on that, being so strong as a mother, to have witnessed that and still be able to move strong the way you are to continue his thing. That's a beautiful thing. So, wow, that's a big legacy that he has.
Yeah. I mean, it's rare that you find people that are do things just to do them and not think about, this is my advocacy. I am advocating for someone because I'm doing this. He was doing advocacy work and probably didn't even realize what he was doing. And what I did was to continue his advocacy. He was paying for those kids' lunches out of his pocket, and this is not anything that I said. I didn't say this because I didn't know this. I got this information from his co-workers, from the children,
wow,
and from parents. I didn't know that. So, in my mind, my biggest fear was him being forgotten. So I started contemplating, and I pray a lot, as you know. And I prayed on that. And what God had told me was to create the foundation and continue doing what Philando started. And everybody that would listen to me, my main thing was police reform and free meals for these kids. That was my two main focuses. Police reform and, our kids being able to eat breakfast and lunch for free. Because it's not a give, it's an investment. We're investing in our children. They have one job. Our kids have one job, and that's to go to school, become educated, and lead this country. And they can't do it being hungry.
On an empty stomach.
That's right. That's right, baby. You can't do it. I mean, you have adults that, their day cannot start without that cup of coffee. Okay? And we're talking about adults. So just think about a child that has just woken from a sleep. Your body is fasting while it's sleeping, and the breakfast is the break from the fast. You understand? So that it's a way that you balance your body. You've been fasting for 8 hours, so you need to replenish your body with breakfast. So yeah, it was very, very important to me, and I started talking with the former governor Mark Dayton about police reform and the lunch deal, and I had the conversation with Governor Tim Walz before he became governor. I went to his campaign office. Me and one of Philando's friends, he became Representative John Thompson. He became a representative even though he had a career. Young man had a career, but after Philando was murdered, he changed that up. He said he could do best if he was a politician. You feel what I'm saying? So, within Philando's murder, he changed the course of people's lives as well. You know, for the better. But yeah, that's a whole fucking history lesson. You know, the murder of Philando, it brought about the awareness of the police brutality, and it really pinpointed and highlighted how police are not held accountable. With all the evidence that you had stacked up against this guy, there is no way in hell that he should have walked out of that fucking courtroom. No way. No fucking way. But he did. So yeah, we got a lot of work ahead of us. You know, I mean, we can go all the way back to the Rodney King beatdown. You know. So. It's just over and over again, and thank God for technology that helps out, but it's still not enough, because as long as you got these perpetrators, you know, they went from hoods to suits. So you got these people that's in office and on the police force that don't take too much kindness to people of color. We gotta call a spade a spade.
Look, hey Ma, I want to ask you a question. Do you remember when we left out the hotel that day, and I walked you to your car? What did you see in the sky?
Yeah, it was cloudy, and Philando parted the goddamn sky with the sun. Yes sir.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure I ain't tripping. When I tell these stories.
That was something, and I always said that, you know, I mean, it don't matter if it's raining or anything going on. He make his presence known. He will bring the sun out, and it's a whole lot of other people that has happened to. You know, yeah, he'll definitely let you know he's present.
Mm-hmm.
He will let you know he's present by showing his face, and it happens so often. You know, like if I got something to do, and I be trying so hard, trying to make up a reason not to go, and then that little voice. The presence of the Lord, the spirit of my son, and the ancestors, they be like, you ain't getting off that easy, sis. You got work to do. Get on up, go, and it's a whole conversation. They be telling me what to do. Go get in there, go take a shower. You got that dress in there, you good. I be like, but I'm tired, I don't want to, I don't feel like it, I'm depressed. No, you ain't. Get going, get moving, and I get it done.
That's dope.
Man, that's so dope.
That's the dope part of it.
Gotta get it done. Well, Ma, can you just say before we get off? I gotta finish this little segment, but can you just give a shout out to Mike on the mic? He right here.
All right, nice going, Mike. It's nice to meet you, and thank you for taking the time to bring the spotlight on my son, because he's doing a lot out in the community, and I appreciate you having him on and giving him the opportunity to speak his piece. And we always say love and blessings.
Oh, Thank you so much, Miss Valerie. Man, you just electrified the entire interview, and I want to thank you for the work that you do. I want to definitely say that the legacy of your son is going to live so long, and it's absolutely a pleasure to speak with you, and I only hope for the best of the work that you're doing, and I know that it's going to be prosperous. I know that it's going to be successful, and I can't wait to meet you one day in person, because I know I just want to be able to highlight your work even more than you're already doing. So thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you both. I love you, Mr. Picasso.
Love you, Mom.
Thank you.
I'll call you soon.
Have a good night.
All right. Joe love.
All right, Mom. All right.
Night.
Yo, that shit dope.
Man.
You want me to call Miss Gwen Carr? Eric Garner, Mom? Okay.
I was assessing Okay, all right. That's so fun. That's so crazy that you say that, because I was gonna say, the work, and that was, I'm trying to get my thoughts back together, because that was just insane. Thank you so much. First of all, you're super gracious. But like I said, like all of these real experiences that you went through have been able to inform your advocacy in doing these paintings and reaching out to these families, right? You connected with, Trayvon Martin. I remember there was a Trayvon Martin piece, and then the Gwen Carr, like you said, Eric Garner's mother, and then Charmaine Edwards, who was Jordan Edwards' mother, and like it's these families.
Neil Wilson.
Like it's
Stephon Clark.
You know what I'm saying?
Micaiah Wilson.
Stephon Clark was next. Sacramento. And I think the Stephon Clark story was so important too, because your painting became the face of a movement. Yeah. Which is insane.
I'll tell you how that went down too. Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, please. I mean, you're weird.
So when that situation happened,
you came to the right building.
When that situation happened, just like all of us, we found out through social media of unfortunately what just had happened. So I never forget. I heard about it the night before. It was late, and then I was tired. I wanted to do a tribute, but I was like, I'm tired. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it I'm doing it when I wake up. I literally was in my bed. I went to sleep, woke up the next morning, had my iPad. I don't think it was this one. I think it might have been another one before. Yeah, actually it was. I got double check. I went in my iPad. I did an image, shot it off to the internet. Cool. That's what I normally do. This is how I get my tribute off. So my little love to the family. Hopefully bring a little light to a dark situation. That's what it is. I checked my Instagram. I don't know how long. It was like 20 minutes later, an hour later, or it might have been 5 minutes later. I don't know. Because I'm on my phone, whatever, most of the time. Sometimes. I say sometime because if somebody sent me a text, like, I know you see my text because you on your phone all the time, so I had to backtrack real quick. Now, I'm not on my phone all the time. No. But, yeah, I seen it, and the joint just started going crazy, like the reposts and everything. I started getting inboxes like, yo, thank you so much for this picture. It became the movement of our Justice for Zoe campaign.
They called him Zoe. That was the nickname. Yeah.
They started sending me pictures. They got lanyards made and stuff and T-shirts, and it was going crazy. So I actually, you see a picture of Stevante, who's Stephon's brother. He's in the courtroom, and he's like Stephon Clark, and you see him go run and sit on top of the desk with the city. I think it was the mayor or something like that. He has my hoodie on. He has the thing on. So yeah, it just became organically like the signature look for the movement. So I reached out to the brother one day, Stevante. I was like, yo, what's up, bro? My condolences again. I'm the one that made the picture, X, Y, and Z. I said, yo, I would definitely love to come, pay tribute, at the service or something, or a celebration. Yeah. And he's like, oh, man, bro, please. He gave me the green light. So I went out there, man. God bless my man, Tex Sosa. He had passed a couple of years ago, but he picked me up from the airport. I stayed with him. We actually recorded a track that night too. But he took me to the service, and I Al Sharpton was there as well. But I'm there painting at the front. It was packed. You could feel the emotions and everything inside that service, man. I'm talking about it was real intense. So when Stevante came to the casket, he was just laying over top of the casket, like just hugging his brother through the casket and everything like that, right? All attention is on him. So the room watching him, and then they watch him walk from the casket over to me, and the whole room looking at him. So he comes to me, he drops down to his knees and put his hands up.
Yeah.
As a sign of thank you. Then he got up and he gave me the biggest hug and everything, man. Like, oh, thank you, man. Thank you. He gave me a tight hug and everything. And that joint was just breaking me down. You know what I'm saying? Nobody seen it, but I was tearing up the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know what he was going through. Like, you know, that situation, him and the family. So yeah, that was that, man. Again, I stayed at my man Tech's house that night. We recorded a little song. And then fast forward, you know, unfortunately, other things happened too as well. You got the Nia Wilson situation where the young beautiful sister, you know, she was murdered at the train station and everything.
Right.
By a throat, yeah. So, my guy Bernard, he actually flew me out there, man, to do that painting for the family, in collaboration. So, you know, we did that, recorded it. We took it the painting down to the train station where she was murdered at, and the word got out. I eventually met up. Her father actually came to the site to come get the painting. I met with him. We took a group family photo, and that became like inside the documentary that's out now or something like that. So, you know, and even at that day when he saw it, man, you know, when he first saw it, you know, he didn't say too much. I'm like, damn, I hope he like it. But later on, he came back and he was like, man, it's so beautiful. That's my baby girl, man. I love you, man. I'm like, man, you know, it's another man telling me he love me. Like, I only know him for like 30 minutes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? In a situation like this, it was just a humbling thing, man. So I met her cousin, her sister, just family, period, man. We cool to this day. So that's the power of art. Yeah. And that's the power of being genuine when you do the art, produce the art, man. It definitely affect, like, it do what it do. You never know what it's going to do, but it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to those families, man, that experienced those tragic. You know, even home in the DMV is so many, man. It's hard to name. But, I've been blessed to be in a position where I can use my art to hopefully bring a little smile to somebody that's going through something. Yeah. And I see the benefits of it, you know, and the benefit is me just getting love from that family. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a powerful thing, man. Art is powerful, man. That's why you gotta use it in a certain way.
Yeah, your gift will make room for it.
Gift will make room.
Man, like it's if I've never heard a story like that, you know, it's this one, you know. And 2018, I mean, that was Stephon Clark. That was a also pretty like impactful year because that was the same year Aretha Franklin's funeral was.
Oh man.
And you know, you met with the family, did a painting for the family the day before the funeral, and then the day after the funeral, it's like Tyler Perry behind you dancing, Minister walking right in front of you,
right?
Like,
wow, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like what, man, you know. It's so impactful. These are moments that you'll take with you forever.
Forever, bro. Like you said it, man. Tyler Perry is right there. I have a video of Tyler just dancing as they doing a tribute to Queen Aretha.
Yeah.
And that's again too when I be like, it's no new icons. You know, it's moments like that. So I was blessed to meet her. You know, years prior to that.
Yeah.
Raheem was performing for her birthday. Raheem and the band, which is myself and, you know, all the musicians, our brothers. We performed at a club called Club Blue, right there by the water, downstairs from the GMC hotel. And I think she paid Raheem by pulling the money out of her chest. Like that was she was known for that.
Oh, I love that so much.
Queen Aretha, she was definitely gangster. Like they said, she ain't play no games. Like everybody respected her for real. So that was my first, you know, time meeting her. But fast forward, being able to pay tribute to her at the Shane Park, which is now named the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater.
Yeah.
That It's crazy. Her niece, Crystal, is a good friend of mine. We did a collaboration on a T-shirt with her image on it. But yeah, her funeral, man, she had a gold casket.
Fitting.
And her service was about like 8 hours long. It was packed. It was crazy, man. It was a lot of great people there to celebrate her, everything.
So 2020, right? There's a piece you did in DC.
August.
Uptown.
August.
Yes.
Was that August 20th or something? No.
It was August 18th.
18th. Okay. Yeah.
Right. 3-story tall.
No, 7.
7 stories tall. I thought my math was. I'm probably bad at math from a picture. But 7 stories tall, John Lewis mural, huge. Pinder story, huge on the side of the wall, right? Yeah. Like overlooking downtown, because like Uptown kind of looks,
you know, definitely overlooking.
You know what I'm saying?
It's probably one of the tallest murals in the city, if not
ever.
Tallest.
If not the tallest, I think it might be the tallest to this day.
Because of the positioning. Like you got pictures, you got murals downtown. That's definitely like stories higher than that. Sure. Being that that's uptown and it's
the scale and the fact that it's uptown, it's looking over everything. Yeah. I know that had to have meant something to you. I mean, first of all, it's John Lewis. That's just number 1. Number 2, it's DC. Number 3, it's incredibly huge. Like this is like,
I know you get the 3 from. It's 3 stories tall.
Yeah, it's the right.
It's 3 stories.
Yeah.
The piece is 3 stories tall.
Right.
But it's 7 stories up. That's what it is.
Right. So like the story versus the size scale of the it's 2 different things. You're 100% right. But I know that had to be like so important to you to be able to like give that back to the city, you know, and for them to even like consider Demont Pinder, it's like, I'm so glad that you see my impact and I needed to be the one to do this paint. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have picked anybody, but you chose me to do this in this huge job. This ain't no small 3x4, 2x1 type situation. This is like a real huge project, and you chose me, and I smoked that. You did. You ain't gotta say it. You did. What did that mean to you in a moment to not only just be doing the piece, because I know you was going through emotions doing it, but once you sat back and seen it finished, what did that do for you?
So, you know that piece is way bigger than the one that I did in Holland, right?
Yeah.
And that piece in Holland took me way longer than I did.
A word?
Well, probably not even way long, honestly, because
that was like, it wasn't 3 days, was it?
What, which one, Holland?
The John Lewis piece.
Yeah, 3.5, yeah. And that was because I was super petrified, like scared, being that high up in the roof.
Yo, you had to be.
Yo, man, it's scary.
Yo, you like, was up there. Like,
yo, it's so scary up there, man. Like
the wind blowing.
To the people that actually do that, even higher than that, I commend them. But
yeah,
I'm like, yo, what I get myself into? I'm talking about just hanging from the side of the roof, man.
Yeah,
like the window washer joint. Nah, it's super scary. So I got it done. No sketch, no nothing. I just went and did it, right? And when I did it the first day,
the head was a little off.
It was, when I came down and I went like a block away to see it above the trees, I said, oh man, this one ain't small. So I took a picture of that, and I knew by the picture how I wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used the 3 windows, like it was 7 stories tall, so 7, 6, 5, whatever. Mm-hmm. That was my scale. I knew I wanted the eyes to be like on the 7th floor. It's kind of like weird, whatever. Mm-hmm. But the next day I did it again. I was getting it right, and then the 3rd day I got it right, and then the half day I touched it up, whatever. Yeah. But 3.5 days, man, hanging from the roof, scariest project ever. It's something about them heights. Like even when you saw me on the scissor lift going up, it still was a little shaky a little bit. It was nowhere near that. And when I did the Mondawmin Mall joint, I mean, I know you get into that. But, you know, that
if we have time.
I was there for that.
If we have time.
Yeah, that was scary too, you know what I mean? Going up high and on that I did it in the elements too. Rain, sleet, snow. Had the family, the City of God's family come out and support me, you know what I'm saying, while I was doing it. So that was dope, you know what I mean, being inside the community. And we know what Mondawmin Mall is. Like,
man, what?
I was out there dolo a lot of times too, in the middle of the night, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, but I was cool because I was up high.
Yeah, right.
So I had to. Well, I'm not even gonna put that stigma on Mondongo. It was beautiful people around there, man. I got a lot of great energy, kids and everything, man. So
that's right.
That's what that community is to me. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Okay, so it's so many things. I mean, I could talk about everything. I mean, all right, I definitely want to
shout
talk
out to
about...
Bresciana, you know what I mean, about the whole Foot Locker joint. Bro, it's hard for me to do anything.
Howard. She went to Howard. Same time I went to Howard, too, by the way.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to like name anything that I've done without a person involved with it. So as much as I can and remember, I definitely want to attach a name to that project and give them their flowers. It's never just me by myself. It's always it's always my village. And she got introduced to me through her mom.
Yeah.
So, you know, Philly. Yeah, that's my peoples.
Big shout out, man. And that's you're so humble, man. Man, you ain't gotta say it. You're like living that beyond like just even saying it. But I will say there's something we didn't talk about. Creating clothing art. Right? Like clothing art, okay. This was very revolutionary in my mind when I seen you do it. It's like not only do you put your inspiration of what you want to depict into it, but like you put yourself into it too. Which I thought was so dope because it's like, a lot of people don't even think about new way. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of artists who are very talented, who are extremely gifted in their own right. They are very pigeonholed into a certain thing. Like if they're a sculptor who is like, iconic or, they've broken barriers, they end up staying in this lane of sculpture. And I think that's just unfortunate because I know that their mind is so creative that they can do a lot of things. You aren't boxed in by just painting, portraits or capturing moments. Like you can do portraits even with clothes in your closet. You know what I'm saying? And even, I think one of your first ones was like the Air Max 90 clothing art joint. And then, even down to moments that I love of like you only using dress clothes to do the MLK joint. Or like,
that was intentional with the soles of my shoes with the soles of the eyes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even doing the H&M clothes for the H&M boy.
Yeah, for the monkey joint.
Like, this is deeper than just traditional standard surface level art. Like you're really putting intentionality behind this. Like talk to me about that. Talk to me about the future of that because I know that's I can only imagine what you're going to cook up in a month from now, let alone tomorrow.
I'm turning the stove and oven on now in the air fryer, and I hate the microwave. I ain't gonna lie, but a side note in parentheses, I just realized I don't know how long Trapper Keeper had this logo, but literally this logo is a mix between my symbol and your chain.
Yeah. That's my logo. I put that there. I put that there.
That's your logo?
Yeah, that's my logo. So
that's crazy. So look at my
symbol. Yeah.
So I'm looking at the triangle right there, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so I know I ain't chill. I know I ain't see that back.
If you get a signature from MikeOnTheMic, it's gonna be the
that's hard.
The Vibe logo, but it's
we got the same. That's hard. So
you know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing that joint. That's dope. I'm like, yo, hold up. I ain't catch that in 6th grade, 5th grade.
No,
I'm gonna watch it.
You know
Yeah. So the clothing joint.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I want to put on record. I definitely want to put on record because I'm a realist. And I like to give credit where credit is due. I don't know how I started doing it or where I started doing it. I don't know if I was the first or the last. Like that's not my claim to fame. I think my claim to fame is when I actually put myself in it. That's definitely my signature. I seen some other dope work with somebody using clothing. Again, I don't know the time stamp or the time joint, but as a person, especially as a creative, you record daily. You don't realize you're doing it. Like that's what your eyes are for. Those are video cameras right there. Like you recording stuff like daily, 24/8.
That's
9/7. So with that right there, I never want to just take all the credit for the fabric art, whether I was the first or the last. It was somebody before me. Definitely shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I've seen other people. I don't know if they was before or after. Shout out to them. It's art. The artists. We all inspire each other. Yeah. That's why you hear different lyrics and different songs of whatever. That's what that is. But again, my claim to fame with the whole art thing is me putting myself in it. Like when I did Snoop, I was his braid. When I did LeBron, I was his bed and things like that. When I did Nipsey, I was his braid and Will Smith. Yeah, that's crazy. He posted that joint. Yeah, Will posted that joint. Got like over 100-something thousand likes, something crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to every artist that's doing that type of art, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a person. I'm actually thinking about that next thing though, but I literally can make something out of anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm waiting for my next challenge. Like somebody let me know what they want me to make a face out of. Just let me know if I could get to it. I can. If you tell me 1,000 of these cans, if I got 1,000 of these cans, I could make whatever I want out of it. You know what I mean?
really believe you. Like I truly believe it.
I really can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at least in my mind.
No, you can in real life.
No, I appreciate that. I'm saying, you know, Basil coming out. I'm saying, think about my next. What I'm gonna put out the bag, what trick, whatever. So you know, hopefully, I'll probably get inspired by something. But yeah, that clothing joint, man. A lot of people when they see me, like, yo, I like your art, but yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. That clothes, I'm like, yeah, I appreciate it, man. They definitely a big fan of that. I got over 50 pieces that I've done with clothing.
I told the whole time.
Snoop, what's the word?
She said, "Why the fuck you give her a free picture? She wanted a picture because you heard us talking about free pictures."
Oh yeah. That's coming. I got some dope for her, man.
Snoop on the
Got
phone,
some dope
man.
for you.
Alrighty, man. Where's that nigga drop this shit ain't, man?
No, I don't need drink no more, bitch.
I gotta put this on
But sorry, he quit. He quit like 5 minutes ago. He quit.
Bitch, I don't drink no more. Hey, what's the whole time bullshit? The whole time we ain't bullshit in my interview, but the whole time I told you he been talking all this shit. We ain't bullshit the whole time.
It's a legend. Snoop, come on, man.
Real shit.
The legend.
The legend.
No shit, man.
You better send her a picture the whole time.
Nah, I gotta get into it. Got to.
He gonna get your picture, Snoop.
Got to.
Yeah, get my shit, bro. You heard?
Hey, yo, we might gotta come down to hand living to you. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way.
Yeah,
We
let's
come down
get
and
it.
fuck with you all the time, but that's great.
Yeah, well, I come get that bitch, yeah. Y'all want to get away, man. You know what I mean?
Either or.
I was just innocent, you know?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're gonna chop the whole time, though. We're gonna figure out the whole time. So I'm gonna talk to you the next day or two. I'm gonna text you his number. Y'all can chop though anyway. Snoop.
Alrighty, bro.
Love you.
Alright, love you more. Love you.
Don't call me no for 2 years.
He about to quit drinking and start in like 5 more minutes.
I'm gonna call you in 2 years, yo. I'm gonna see his number right now, though.
Hey, yo.
Love you, yo.
So you saw my blue check. I got my blue check from when I did the clothing piece of George Floyd.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, I'm like at its shape up, like bent up crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I did that piece. I put it online. Didn't think nothing of it. It was a relief because that was my tribute to the family, to the loved ones. When I do it, I get it off my chest. Like, okay, I got it out. I can start my day and go to something else. I looked at my Instagram, that joint was just going crazy. I said, oh, shoot. So prior to that, I tried to get my blue check. I got denied 2 times. And every time you get denied, you got to wait 30 days before you can try again.
Yeah.
So when I did it, the traction was going crazy. I'm talking about the numbers was running up. I said, you know what? Let me try right now. I tried to get my joint verified. Man, I was approved in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's how I got my blue check to this day, man, from doing that George Floyd piece right there, man. Yeah, it's
Bring back memories.
It's one of my favorite joints, man. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
Like, and you can see how big it is too from the scale.
From
Like
the scale of you.
Look at me.
In the curled up corner.
Like these pieces are like 15 feet by 10. You know what I mean? Something crazy.
A huge piece.
Yeah, man.
A huge piece.
But yeah, I got like over like 50 pieces.
Yeah.
Of the fabric thing, man, and it's more under that. I see right there. I see
Yeah. Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
that
for
joint,
sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And I did all those in my basement.
Incredible.
Like, during quarantine and all that, man. Like that's a whole untapped like exhibit that I gotta present one day.
No, for sure.
Shout out to Snacks for bringing that up right
Shout
there.
out to Snacks.
Hey.
Shout out to Snacks, man. And I think, it's moments like that like, just in your basement, just in the pandemic, just just coming up with art and seeing art everywhere. Right, it reminds me of a story where you used to go out to eat with friends and you were being like a diner, and on a napkin you would put like ketchup on the napkin and like it'd be a portrait or like some type of drawing using ketchup on a napkin.
That's
you
crazy.
see art everywhere, bro.
This story was just told to me like 2 days. Was it Monday? Or what's today? Today's Thursday now, but it was just Monday. So my man Bussy and my man Omar, right? That's my DC family. They always share a story about being at the diner and being with some young ladies, whatever. And they like, oh, they're gonna paint a dude right there. Let's go see if he's really nice, whatever. So they challenged me, and I actually created a portrait out of ketchup on a napkin right in front of them. So that's been like the running story for that, man. My brother, they could tell you better than I can, man. Bussy and Omar, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying?
Big shout out.
Yeah, but nah, I really feel like in my mind, in my heart, I can make art out of anything.
Yeah,
long as I actually have like it's accessible to me. Like if I had if I was in a junkyard and I could position cars a certain way, I could make art out of that and just get a drone shot and you could see the face with it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like the challenge is what I'm gonna do next. You know what I mean? Like
no, for sure.
Actually like I want to hear that. I want to hear people to say like, yo, once you create art out of, and it gotta be something that I can really get to.
Yeah.
You know what
accessible,
I mean? Like,
that you can
accessible,
actually make. Yeah,
and multiple things up too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
So all good day. You know what I've been blessed to do in my career is like do cool things with like our governor, the first black governor of Maryland, and the third black governor ever. I was blessed to do his birthday. I painted Live Dead, but what was cool about that was I made him look like the host, one of the hosts, which was L Cool J.
Yeah.
I made them look like each other, so I got
with
a
the
crazy
bucket hat
and everything. So,
yeah.
You know, and LL is right there from the same hood. Well, I'm from his place. You know
Literally.
what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, you talking about a GOAT? You talking about somebody that's still
legendary,
doing it like crazy?
Yeah.
Even on the politician side, like you know, I work real closely with our mayor in DC, Mayor Bowser.
Yeah.
I've done some things for the brother Brandon Scott in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I got two governors. I got two governors under my belt: Governor Westmore, Governor Phil Murphy out of Jersey. Red Grant is definitely a bro. We're gonna be doing some dope things together. Extraordinary actor, comedian, philanthropist. You know,
he was at your birthday party too.
He was at my birthday party. Absolutely. I just got finished performing with the legendary Backyard Band for Art All Night in front of like 3 or 4 blocks of worth of people.
Incredible.
We could go on. I just painted a picture. I just did Mr. Tito, the King Tito Jackson in front of the Jackson's family home in Gary, Indiana. Like I made so many different news segments from that one place: NBC, CBS, Fox, everything. Even from that, I went in front of back to Kanye, his house, and painted in front of that.
Yeah.
Brother Ron Fest, who I performed with years ago, when I put the painting inside the home. So, you know, it just go on and on, man. I know I missed out a whole lot. I guess
we gotta do another interview.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Got another segment.
Got to.
Man,
say those right there, and we'll tap into those again.
For sure.
I'll pull back up. That's nothing. You know, I love having great conversations.
I appreciate it.
I never been in an interview where somebody did as much research have you done, and the homework, man. And, you know, I'm definitely honored to have this conversation with you, man. And,
honored to be here with you, man.
And hear about myself is crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, I definitely appreciate that, bro. It don't go unnoticed, man. And we could continue with this. We could do 2 segments, 3 segments, 10 segments, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do, just let me know and I'm pulling up.
No, for sure. Where at?
I can't say her, Mike.
Okay. Man, I'm so super appreciative of your time, man.
Art Basel coming up.
Art Basel coming up. Yeah.
Art Basel coming up.
Yeah, real quick.
FIPO. Everybody say FIPO.
FIPO.
For inspirational purposes only. That's the name of my next show. Art Basel.
Let's go. Let's all go.
Art Basel.
The Autobiography
December?
Part 2.
When is it?
The Autobiography Part 2.
Yes,
Demont
sir.
When is it?
December, the first Thursday in December in Miami.
First Thursday in December in
FIPO
Miami.
for inspirational purposes only.
FIPO first Thursday in December, Miami, Florida. If you're not there, you square, man. You gotta be there. You gotta be there, man. Art Basel this year, man, 2024. And okay, I just have to tell you, I'm super, super honored for you to be sitting in front of me. Number one.
Likewise, bro.
Number two, I'm super, super honored to be able to tell your story because you had to live it. Like, it's easy for me to get information and tell it back to you. It's harder to do the things that you've done in the conversation that I've said to you. And I just want to thank you for the legacy you've built, but not only that, the people you've managed to influence and impact over the years of your life that you don't even realize that you've influenced. People who have become artists, people who have appreciated art, people whose lives have changed, you know, because of your art and the work that you've done and the person you are to those people. It is so important, and I will tell you that it doesn't go unnoticed because there are so many people that are benefiting off of the good works that you've done, and I just want to thank you for all the things that you've done because I know this isn't the end, and I can only imagine within another year's time how many more lives you'll be able to impact. You know, so I just want to thank you. I want to get you your flowers, and you've been so generous with your time. And man, Demont Pinder, Peekaso is in the building, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much, man. thank you, man. I
Come on, man.
I just want to say thank you, man, for real, man. Like, you know, this is definitely a humbling experience, man, to have this type of interview, this type of voice on this platform, man. And you know, the traffic keeper, that's crazy. Like right here. That's
one-on-one right here, man.
That's it right there, man. It's signed too, though.
Signed too.
I got the only one. Nobody ever got a traffic keeper during the interview, man.
Never,
That's
ever,
what
ever.
started that right here, man.
Never, ever.
But yeah, you know, they could tap into the journey, man. The funny thing is, though, man, I feel like I'm just getting started.
Absolutely.
I got a whole lot to prove to myself and to the rest of the world. And I want to share this too. Mm-hmm. For years, people been getting my freestyles. They might have heard a single or two, if that. They never heard the album. So I'm working on the album right now. My whole career was built off pictures that people see me perform, which is 45 minutes, hour and a half. They don't know what it is when Demont spend like a week or a month for a picture. You know what I mean? They never seen it, 'cause I never seen it. You know what I'm saying? So,
and if you go to his house, you got to make sure you get clean socks. Because he going to take his shoes off, he walks the door.
You put that on a post the other day, you should take your shoes off. That was just for the picture. I ain't go through stairs.
There's 3 scores. You got to take your
shoes off. Man.
Yo, Corey, you hear that?
Man,
Sugar Rip.
That is insane.
He made the whole, you got to take your shoes off to go in that
go.
I can only imagine what kind of work that is. That piece is going to be absolutely incredible. Anything you do that you spend that much time on, I already know it's going to be masterpiece level. All your things you do are masterpiece level, but I know this is going to be like brain exploding, like crazy artwork and whatever it is. And I just want to appreciate you and your artwork and your craft and your creativity and you just being a visionary in our time. I think you're one of the most influential and most prolific visionaries of our time, and I just truly want to tell you to keep going. There's a short, sacred Baltimore proverb that I give everybody before we leave, and it's keep doing what you're doing. The reason why I say that is because I believe in the work you've done. So I truly believe in what you're going to do. So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, bro.
Man.
Thank you, bro.
Always a pleasure, man.
Definitely, bro.
There got to be a part 2 of all the stuff you've done in your life, man.
Boss, you might be in his house. His wife trying to put him out because all the paint's in the garage.
Hey, yo.
She don't want the paint's in the wall.
That's it, right?
Hey, Mike, the paint's in the garage. She don't want the paint's in the garage so much. She tired.
And they priceless. All of them priceless.
That's what I hope pay the mortgage.
Everybody know what's so crazy? The paint's paid to help pay the mortgage.
Yo, that's
pay.
crazy, son.
Shout out to my wife, man.
Big shout, wifey, yeah.
She the Michael Jordan, the Michael Jaden. No, I'm trying to say like a female version. Michelle Jordan.
Michelle Jordan, for sure.
Amazing.
Nah, of her occupation. I'm not even gonna. If you know, you know. But I'm not gonna put it out in the public over my wife do. You know what I'm saying?
But she fucked up.
Yeah. She ill what she do. You know what I'm saying? Like they love her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not more than me, but they love her. You know what I'm saying?
I love P. And P's so cool the whole time.
Shout out to P, man.
Shout out to P, right? Yeah, P.
I already know that's
P. Pinder. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Demont, Piekaso, Pinder. I just so appreciate you for coming out, and I look forward to everything you're doing, man. And every piece of artwork is a gift. Every piece that you do is creative, and it's really changing lives in real time. And you know, us at Vibe Studios, that's the Ground 3. We rooting for you. We're gonna be there every step of the way.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, keep doing what you're doing, and I really mean it.
Thank you. Part 2 coming soon, right?
Part 2 coming soon, man. Once
because
again,
you shut it down. Before you shut down. We still got a few hours ago. I told his wife.
What's going on? It's Demont Pinder, curator to the culture. I document history in a vibrant way. I'm rocking with my brother Mike on the mic, and we at Ground 3 Radio.